Welcome back, my dear students. So for Windows users to install Node is pretty simple. All you have to do is basically the same thing we did for the Mac operating system. You just go to the website nodejs.org, and here you're going to encounter two links. One for the current version, and if you see a higher version on your end, which you probably will, do not worry. We have we have designed this course to make it so is available to all future updates. And if it's not available, I will make it so. But most of the things that we are going to be discussing and learning in this course is core foundations of Node.js. Really, really core stuff, not just stuff that gets outdated all the time. So don't worry. So the most current, the most stable version is going to be the lower numbered version. And this one's going to be the higher for the, of course, the highest version. I'm going to download the highest version, and I did it twice there. But anyway, if you can just click it from there, or you can just download and run the installer. Okay, it's super simple, super simple. Let me just cancel this. And for me, it's gonna tell me to either change it, repair, or remove it, just because I already have Node. But for you, it's gonna tell you to install it, and it's gonna give you a couple things that it's going to install. The Node Package Manager, which is a little program that we download packages that we can use in our Node applications, and you're gonna see that later on. Some online documentation shortcuts, and it's gonna add it to the path, right? So nets and it's going to install Node. Now, to verify that it is installed, you can go to your terminal, cmd, and type in node hyphen hyphen version, and it should give you your version number. Okay? So node space hyphen hyphen version. Now I use a shell here for Windows that is very similar to Linux operating system, which when you are developing, especially like I do in PHP and some other languages, that we deal a lot with, very low level technologies. And when I say low level, meaning something like C, C sharp, something that's closer to Linux, it's closer to the machine than, let's say, other high level languages like JavaScript or anything like that. When we are closer to the machine, we want to deal a lot with the terminal. All right, and even those with higher level languages like JavaScript or something far away from the machine. When I say machine, I mean the CPU, the machine code, lower level languages that have more control over your computer. So when we deal with high level languages like JavaScript, we don't need to use that much, the terminal much. We use editors, but I like to use the terminal a lot when I use tools. So for that, Git Bash is a really handy tool that I use because it resembles Linux operating system a lot. So if you go to Git, and I use GitHub a lot too, and I use Git for version control, but it has a really cool shell that I use. It's very similar to Linux to the Mac operating system as well. Okay, so if I say CD desktop here, or CD / pwd, you see it's very similar to our ls. Okay, very similar to Linux. So very, very, very similar. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching this lecture. That's it for installing Node. And like I do in most of my lectures, don't get frustrated because I show you some extra things. It's just this is a beginner's course, and some of you do not know this information. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lectures.